Spurious is a game of counterfeiting and hornswoggling. It's a medium-weight bluffing, pushing your luck, and worker placement game of playing the odds and telling a tall tale of the Wild West. Games take between 45 minutes and an hour and are played by 3 to 5 players. It's designed by Mike Astor and is a good time for honest folks, rowdy cusses, and no good charlatans alike. Here's a 3-player game of Spurious set up on the table. You can see our frontier town starting to take shape, and the opportunities for our townsfolk are to strike it rich. You win Spurious if, at the end of the game, you have the most legitimate money. At heart, Spurious is a game about counterfeit money. The poker cards in the game represent $1 each and are either the black ace of spades, which is legit, or the red ace of hearts, which is counterfeit. The systems in Spurious run on the balance of legitimate and counterfeit money a player has in their 7-card hand. Players have a deck of both types of cards and will build and manage the ratio in what can be thought of as a binary deck builder. This allows for bluffing when making an offer to another player, pushing your luck when attempting to buy establishments, and taking calculated risks when you get into a high noon showdown or attempt to rob the bank. During play, both types of money spend equally, unless you get caught trying to pass those counterfeits, but counterfeits don't score at the end of the game. So every time you pass a counterfeit as a legitimate buck, it's a win. Evaluate your risks and build your deck accordingly. Here's an example of the counterfeit system in action. As a worker placement game, a Spurious turn simply has players move one townsfolk meeple to an opponent's establishment, their own establishment, or a public location like the bank or the street. When we visit our opponent's mine here, we have to offer them the full amount, in this case $4 to take the actions. We can offer any mix of legit or counterfeit cards, and the proprietor has the option to check for counterfeits or accept the offer. If we get caught passing counterfeit, we get sent back to one of our own establishments, and they get to confiscate the counterfeits and get a white hat to attach to a townsfolk meeple. If they accuse honest folk like us and find legit, we get the actions and a white hat, which doubles the abilities of our townsfolk meeple. The tension in this bluffing game escalates as the actions and townsfolk improve, and we try to set up combo turns. Fun, Wild West actions include fights and high noon showdowns. These similarly highlight the counterfeit system. When 2 players showdown in the street, they call legit or counterfeit, shuffle their hands, and draw. Draws called correctly mean dead townsfolk and collected rewards or bounties. And remember those black or white hats? Those townsfolk remove a card from the hand before the fight. Good luck with those hombres. Finally, the bank, street, and outlaw den are locations that are open worker placement spots and area control locations. Have the greatest power in townsfolk at the end of the turn, and you'll attempt to rob the bank or raid the outlaw den for cash. Again, using your swelling balance of legit and counterfeit money. You can see that in Spurious, the worker placement isn't a dry system of moving a disc and collecting red cubes to convert to blue cubes. Your turn is everyone's turn, and every interaction is a dynamic interaction. A unique, pulpy Wild West narrative unfolds every game. Spurious is legit.